Hello everybody, Tarek37 here. Welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lord Sword content mod. Let's do this. The Traya Core. We face Darth Traya.
At last you have arrived. Is Malachor as you remember?
It's not too late, Kreia. I can save you if you want. Actually, there's much I must ask you first.
You no doubt have many questions. I would be a poor teacher if I did not give you the answers you seek here now.
Why did you destroy Atris?
I never destroyed Atris. She had destroyed herself. I merely stripped away the illusion and brought her truth. Her teachings could not be allowed to continue, and like Malachor, she was part of your past, unresolved. She needed to be something you could confront and defeat one last time. It was part of your training. Part of what was needed to make you complete. And there must always be a Darth Traya. The galaxy needs its betrayers, especially in the times to come. She loved you, you know, as one loves a champion. You were all that she could not be.
She never mentioned such feelings.
Yes, it is all that is left unsaid upon which tragedies are built. More echoes traveling through the Force.
Why have you done this?
It is said that the Force has a will. It has a destiny for us all. I wield it, but it uses us all, and that is abhorrent to me, because I hate the Force. I hate that it seems to have a will, that it would control us to achieve some measure of balance when countless lives are lost. But in you, I see the potential to see the Force die, to turn away from its will, and that is what pleases me. You are beautiful to me, Exile. A dead spot in the Force, an emptiness in which its will might be denied.
If you hate the Force, why do you use it?
I use it as I would use a poison, and in the hopes of understanding it, I will learn the way to kill it. But perhaps these are the excuses of an old woman who has grown to rely on a thing she despises.
Why me?
Perhaps you were expecting some surprise, for me to reveal a secret that had eluded you, something that would change your perspective of events, shatter you to your core. There is no great revelation, no great secret. There is only you.
There were other Jedi you could have chosen.
No, there were not. In times past and in times future, there are Jedi who will stop listening to the Force, those that will try to forget it, but maintain unconscious ties, and those, as in the past, just as I, who have had the Force stripped from them. But no Jedi ever made the choice you did, to sever ties so completely, so utterly, that it leaves a wound in the Force. It was a mistake to try to make you feel it again, I see that now. There is no truth in the Force. But there is truth in you, Exile, and that is why I chose you.
This academy here won't last, Kreia. I can activate the mass shadow generator again.
More talk of machines and threats. If you would end Malachor, then do it. But it will not be a victory for you. And of course you must be willing to die, to kill us all, and your friends. You may hold Malachor in your grasp, but I hold the answers to your past and future in mine. Would you destroy us both before learning them? If so, then do it, for you have already failed me.
You were manipulating me all along.
Yes, always. From the moment you awoke, I have used you. I have used you so that you might become strong, stronger than I. I used your death to deceive the Sith, to make them believe they had won, so they would turn on each other.
So you used me to get revenge on Scion and the others.
I used you to keep the Lords of the Sith from condemning the galaxy to death with their power unchecked. I used you to lure them to Telos, where they could be at last fought and killed. I used you to reveal Atris's corruption so that her teaching could be ended before it began. I used you to gather the Jedi so they could be destroyed. And I used you to make those who wounded me reveal themselves, so they could be killed by the Republic.
What happens now?
The apprentice must kill the master. If you do not, I will kill you. If I do not, then all you have achieved will be as nothing, as empty and as violent as Malachor itself.
I will not fight you.
Then you will break. And then, my apprentice, you shall die.
It's not too late, Kreia. I can save you if you'll let me.
I have thought of this moment more than you know, and I wondered if here, at this ending between us, if you would care enough to try to save me. If a Jedi could find it within themselves to spare one who has fallen so far. I wanted you to say those words. For that I am grateful. But I do not want your mercy. I want you to break.
Let us end this. Let us end this. Spam! Whoa! That was a lot of health in one blow. Okay, another life support pack. Get me back up to full. This med pack. Get me back up to full. Oh, using Force Storm. Oh no! No! Wake up! Oh boy, here we go. This is it. This was what I was waiting for. Alright, come on. Use it. You can do it! Wake up! Wake up, Exile! Time to get back to work. Time to save the galaxy. More time. Yield, Kreia. You need not die.
If you do not kill me, I shall end you. Strike me down. End this.
I am Jedi. I will not strike down a defenseless opponent.
You will not show me mercy. I will see you break before you do.
Well, let's use this real quick, and then Force Enlightenment. Alright, let's see, can I use Force Wave? Sort of. Alright, now time to spam. Alright, Force Wave. Nice support pack. Force Enlightenment, please. And spam. Oh boy, this is the tougher fight. Not Traya. Traya's not the tough fight. It's these stupid lightsabers that she summons out of the ground. Okay, and Force Enlightenment and Wand. Now for the spam. Support pack. This. Okay. Force Wave. Life support pack. Right. Force Enlightenment, and then we spam this again. Oh, did I hit Traya too? Wow, that's funny. Okay, quickly. Let's destroy these lightsabers. Alright. Now it's an even fight. Come on, one last go. Yes!
At last, it is done. You are greater than any I have ever trained. By killing me here, you have rewarded me more than you can possibly know.
Kreia, there's still time to save you.
Save me? You already have. It is enough what you have done. From now into the future.
future?
Many things do I see as I gaze here from the heart of Malachor. This place channels such energies. If it matters to you at this last moment, I shall look into the future and tell you of what I see. It is my last gift to you, from one exile to another.
What will happen to my friends?
You travel with them for so long, yet you do not know them still. Feel them through the Force, feel what they feel, hear their thoughts and know them as I fought to know you. They were the lost Jedi, you know, the true Jedi upon which the future will be built. They simply needed a leader and a teacher.
Tell me of Mira.
She will stop hunting life and instead live it. She was not born to be a predator, despite her true father and the life she led within the shadow of Nar Shaddaa. She will miss you and think of you often. You who awakened her to what life is. She will live, but only for a time. Her death will occur in many years' time on a forgotten planet, saving the lives of others. But it will be her choice, and she will have no regrets.
And Mandalore?
Many battles does that one have left in him, as Revan intended. A general needs an army as he needs those he trusts. And Canderous is a loyal beast, no matter how much he is broken upon Revan's will. But you know this.
What of the Mandalorians?
They will die a death that will last millennia, until all that remains is their code, their history, and in the end, the shell of their armor upon the shell of a man too easily slain by Jedi.
And Beezus, what of her?
The blinded one shall return to her home world, and as she looked upon you, she shall look upon the surface of that world, and perhaps at last see what she was meant to see. After that, I do not know. I do know that you must leave her behind. Where you are destined, you must not take anyone you love. It was Revan's choice as well.
The Handmaiden?
If she leaves this place, she will leave battle behind her, in no small part due to your influence. She will take Atris's role as historian and teach others of the Jedi exile who gave up the Force and became stronger for it.
And you?
I would have killed the galaxy to preserve you. I would have let the galaxy die. You are more rare than you know, and what you have taught yourself must not be allowed to die. You are not a Jedi, not truly, and it is for that I love you.
Theodore and the droids?
Their paths are unknown to me. Even the small one who waits for you outside this place. I sense it has one last journey for you. You must go where Revan did, into the unknown regions, where the Sith, the true Sith, wait in the dark for the great war that comes.
And Revan, she came here, was here. What happened to her?
It is because
Why am I
she
not hearing
remembered
anything
what
about Atten?
lay
Is he
buried
actually
here.
dead?
This place, its teachings. It paved the way to Korriban, you know, the remnants here. And because Malachor, like Korriban, is on the fringes of the ancient Sith Empire, where the Sith wait for us in the dark.
But we fought the Sith.
Have we? You thought that the corrupted remnants of the Republic, the machines spawned by technology that Revan led into battle, were the Sith? You are wrong. The Sith is a belief, and its empire, the true Sith Empire, rules elsewhere. And Revan knew the true war is not against the Republic. It waits for us beyond the Outer Rim, and she has gone to fight it in her own way. And she left the Ebon Hawk and all its machines behind, for she knew she would not need them. And like you, she knew she must leave all loves behind as well, no matter how deeply one cares for them.
Why?
Because such attachments would only bring doom to them both in the dark places where she now walks. It would have helped had she made him understand. But a hero of the Republic, no matter how brave, cannot understand war as Revan did.
Why did you not follow her?
Because I did not know where she had gone. If she had asked, would I have gone? I do not know. But she will need warriors, Sith and Jedi, any who can be sent after her into the depths of space for any who know the way. Perhaps you shall go there with her and do battle at the end of all things. Instead, I remained here and now show others the way.
I don't like that Atten isn't being mentioned. I'm worried he's actually dead. What of the Republic?
The Republic will fall as it always has. A fall that will take millennia under the care of the herds of Ithor. The surface of Telos will bloom again, and its golden fields shall again harbor scientists and thinkers. And complacent and peaceful, it shall forget the time that Saul Karath orbited it and brought fire to its skies. But it shall be a home world again to others who will stretch out across the galaxy and bring life.
Tell me of Dantooine.
Dantooine shall survive. The community you saved shall be the foundation upon which Dantooine shall be habitable again. They shall drive back the Raiders, the Mandalorians, and all that strike at the Outer Rim. The Republic shall again establish their presence there and shield it with its forces. And Dantooine shall heal, be safe, and its skies free. The ruins of the Academy shall remain.
And Nar Shaddaa?
Nar Shaddaa shall persist as it always has, but there will be a heart to the world where there was nothing before. Where once the lost and disposed were trapped there, now they will struggle and grow. From despair shall come hope.
What about Onderon?
Queen Talia shall have a long reign. Much good will come of it. She will, as she has, rule wisely and well. Onderon shall remain in the Republic, and the world shall prosper, though its people shall, over time, lose their customs in the ocean of the Republic and become the people of Onderon no longer.
Tell me about Korriban.
Korriban shall be as it always was. A graveyard for the darkest of the Sith Lords, still whispering within their tombs. It shall always be a source of evil, spawning threats throughout the millennia. It, like Malachor, brushes the edges of the Empire that waits in the dark. And like Malachor, the Sith have forgotten it. For a time, they will remember. Revan knew this.
Well, I don't think I can ask about my friends anymore, so rest now, Kreia. Your time in this place is over. Oh, thank God he's still alive.
You're alive. Did I save you yet?
Atten, I'm so glad to hear you. Shh, you've lost a lot of blood. Come on.
Your eyes. That bad, huh? Always was ugly. Now the outside matches. Was waiting for this, but it's not fair. Let you down. Was supposed to save you.
I think we all saved each other. Visas, Brianna, Kreia, and you, Atten.
Was tired of living anyway. Too many deaths. Never told you. Lied to you.
You never needed to tell me, Atten. I knew.
I don't want you to see me like this. I don't want to die in front of you. Can't bear it.
No, I will stay with you until the end comes. No, I can't.
You saved me.
He can't be dead.
Joke's on me. Hurts when I laugh. Hurts.
Okay, so because of the way things went, the credits weren't even playing, so I skipped ahead. As you can see, near the end of the game, Kreia appears on the screen. At the start, it's Scion, then about halfway through, Nihilus is on the screen. Now Kreia's on the screen. If you were Darkseid, you would appear on this screen. You would be the new Sith Lord on the front screen. So, let's talk about the game. Hold on, let's put on some music. Let's find... where is it? Is this one, I think? Yes, it is. So... I've never seen Atton die. Permanently. I remember now, the last time I played, he beat Scion. He beat Scion and he escaped and lived. He didn't kill Scion, he beat him and ran away. And when he was there, he like made a snarky joke about how, let me tell you about the time I was on Paragus and met a Jedi. I didn't know that was possible. I didn't know it was possible for Atton to die. I'm not crying yet. That was really sad. This is probably the best music I could put on, since it's so sad. Even as there's like that little hint of Jedi hope. Can't believe he's dead. This game is one of my favorite Star Wars games of all time. With the restored content mod, the story, I would say, is probably much more on par with the story from Knights of the Old Republic 1. The mechanics are far improved. I love the new force powers. I love being able to craft your own items. I love all the different upgrades that can make every suit of armor, every blaster, every lightsaber unique. Beyond just the color of the lightsaber blade and what types of lightsaber crystals you have, the lens, all of it. I love the weird how in this game there's an actual quest to get a lightsaber. How you actually have to work for it, whereas in KOTOR 1, they just kind of like, they give you a quiz to figure out which crystal you should have, and then you can end up deciding anyway, and then you just build it. There's a lot of talk about how this game is very much in shades of gray, and I think there's some truth to that, but at the end of the day, this is still a very black and white game in terms of morality. There's like shades of gray, like pointing out all the flaws of the Jedi, and how at this point in the time in the galaxy, they are not sure what the difference is between a Jedi and a Sith, since so many Sith were originally Jedi, especially during the Jedi Civil War, when the heroes who saved the Republic were Jedi, and then they come back as Sith, trying to conquer and killing so many people. And you can kind of see that with... and at this point, I have read like quite a few opinion pieces on KOTOR 2, because it's an interesting game and there's a lot of philosophy and opinions on it. And people have pointed out that... some people pointed out that in many ways, the galaxy is not better off without the Jedi. You know, Dantooine, if you hadn't shown up, Varuk would have gone to shipped off to Nar Shaddaa, probably would have screwed everything up there. And in the meantime, while in transit, Kunda would have been attacked, and odds are the mercenaries would have won if the exile hadn't shown up. On Nar Shaddaa, things were terrible. Zez-Kael was doing nothing. He'd basically given up being a Jedi at this point. He was doing nothing, didn't really care, and the refugee sector was just turning terrible. And as Kreia said at the end, she might have been lying, because she does tend to do that. She did say that as a result of your actions, there's hope on Nar Shaddaa now. There's some good there. People now are inspired to do better. Not entirely sure what Kavar was doing on Onderon. I'm still not 100% sure. I guess he like knew that Vaklu and Tobin were involved with the Sith somehow, but could never really do anything about it. I'm not sure. Lana Vash, I really wish I do kind of wish I'd gotten M478 working, even though it's my least favorite of the planets added by the Restored Content mod. M478 actually gets you a chance to talk a bit with Lana Vash. She still dies, but you get a chance to actually talk with her, whereas without that, it's just a Jedi that you randomly go to and she's already dead. You don't get the chance to duel her, really. I think maybe if you're dark side at M478, you can probably kill her, but maybe you get to learn a new force form or a new lightsaber form from her if I got into M478, but the restored content mod, especially, I would say, is pretty much essential for all the new items it adds. There's a bunch of stuff in there that I really don't remember seeing in the base game from KOTOR 2 without this mod. I like most of the little scenes they add. I think the Jedi Padawan in the Dantooine sublevel seems weird, like doesn't really make much sense in my mind. I do like that it kind of adds a bit more to Solru's quest, where originally it was just you get it from the salvager, you bring it back to him, and he's immediately just like, thanks. Whereas by having it be a Jedi Padawan who has stolen it, and giving you the option of telling the full truth and admitting, yes, a Jedi did steal your stuff, or just saying it was a survivor from the war, she was having issues, he will. I'm guessing if I'd gone with the more vague option of, oh, she's a survivor from the Jedi Civil War, he would have been a lot more compassionate. But you also wouldn't have had the chance to try to convince him that the Jedi aren't all bad, that he's basically demonizing the entire Jedi Order, when a lot of the Jedi Order did probably saved his life when he fought in the wars. Whereas and probably also some Jedi did go bad, and hell, even some Jedi who didn't turn to the Sith side but were Jedi were kind of jerks, like Master Brook, for example. Yeah. Something else I think is kind of interesting, speaking of Rook, is Rook and Zez-Kaiel are kind of opposites of the same coin when it comes to the Jedi Order. The Jedi Order, by the time of the Jedi Civil War, had basically failed. You could say they failed in the Mandalorian Wars, when the Jedi Council decided to just sit back and do nothing while the Mandalorians attacked the Republic, despite calls for help. And you have Zez-Kaiel and Rook have two different reactions to the end of the Jedi Civil War. Rook basically doubles down on the Jedi Order being right, that the teachings are right, that what they did was right, what the Jedi done has always been the right thing. It's these people going against the Jedi Code and the Jedi Council who are to blame. Whereas Zez-Kaiel has kind of the opposite reaction, where he feels like the Jedi Order has completely failed, and he doesn't even want to be a Jedi anymore. Like, I think he's, if I'm remembering correctly, during the Nar Shaddaa level, when you talk to him, he basically says, I wouldn't keep a promise to a Jedi, but I'd keep a promise to a friend. And he points out how he's basically let the refugee sector get worse, while the light-sided Jedi exile has come in and has saved so many people, and Zez-Kaiel's just been sitting on the sidelines doing nothing. So there's an interesting kind of thing where you have two Jedi who basically fell on complete opposite extremes. One with the belief that they've done nothing wrong, that the Jedi Order has done nothing wrong, and the other that the Jedi have done everything wrong. And Kavar, I don't know where he falls, but I feel like with the end, without Lana Vash, Zez-Kyle actually probably was the only one who was probably against cutting off the exile from the Force, if I had to guess. Rook most definitely was probably the first person who was probably like cut them off from the Force right now, immediately. The second they get here, cut them off. Kavar, I imagine, was the deciding vote on the council, because Zez-Kyle seemed too much kind of against the Jedi Council and the Jedi in general, and he even said, we really should have looked into it, whereas and Rook basically said, no, we did the right thing. And I think Kavar had to be the deciding vote. I don't know where Vash would have fallen if she'd survived. Maybe in another version of this game she survived and it became like an argument between the council, and you would have been able to try to convince them of one side or the other, because it would have been a split vote. I'm still sad about Atten. I didn't know it was possible for him to die. Oh my gosh, just in one hit, that flurry with the 100 damage on the second hit just ended him. Oh my gosh. I don't know of any way I could have saved him other than random chance at that point. I either would have had to completely redo Atten's build, or I would have had to gotten lucky, or I would have had to try some new strategy that I wasn't thinking of. I don't know, man. I decided I'm not going to like go back and redo it and record it, because I want this to be the end of this exile story. I want this to be like, this is what happened to my exile now, because it kind of makes it more tragic, and it makes it more... It kind of really shows that a game like this that I'd played so many times without the restored content mod, once with the restored content mod, and you would have thought that would have been the moment that I knew everything to know about the light side path. And here we have proof that you can come back to a game years later and still find something new about it. Yeah, this game, I highly recommend you get it. Do play KOTOR 1 before you play this. But I do think KOTOR 2 with restored content mod, it's on Steam. You can go to the workshop, just find the restored content mod. You could even find the M478. I don't know. Maybe that would have saved that. Maybe I could have saved his level up. Maybe he would have had more experience, more feats, more something that I could have done. But yeah, thanks for watching. I don't know, this might be the last Let's Play I put on this channel. I just wanted to finish one. I wanted to finish one more Let's Play. So if this is the last series I put, I want to thank you for watching till the end. Yeah. If this isn't, I will see you in the next video. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a great day.